You guys are scoring plenty of points. It's been a big turnaround. Can you put your finger on where this attack has sort of come from the last few weeks?
Yeah, not really. I don't think there's one certain thing that's sort of contributed to it. I've said it a number of times. I think just combinations that have formed and a little bit of self-belief and I guess you form habits and you learn how to win, and certainly nice to be a part of it at the moment.
Yeah, the self-belief, where does that come from after what was a tough start to the year?
Yeah, I think sometimes you just need to get a couple of wins under your belt and learn how to win, particularly for our younger guys in the squad who probably haven't played a lot of footy and haven't won a lot of games over the last few years. They're really learning what it takes to win and how to score points, and they're gaining a lot of self-belief from the wins. And like I said, mate, it's really good to see.
Two of the stars from the weekend were Josh Adokar and Matt Burton, new recruits to this club. Do you think they're sort of finding their feet and their success from previous clubs and now starting to rub off the boys here?
Yeah, I think that's a part of it. The combination those two has been fantastic for us. We can see that every weekend, the points and the big plays that they come up with. And yeah, it does rub off on the other players in the team. But in saying that, we've had a number of other guys that have been playing really good footy as well. I think Jeremy Marshall-King's been fantastic. He's probably nearly been our most consistent player this year, and a number of other guys that are contributing really well as well.
Even in the games where you haven't won, you've still put on largely about 30 sort of points. Is that attack something to do with Mick Potter, the way that he's sort of changed structures a bit?
Yeah, not too much has changed, to be honest. There's no big overhaul of structure or plays or anything that when Mick come in. Like I said, I think it just took a little bit of time for us to form the combinations. I mean, the start of the year, I think there was about 10 players in our starting squad that were new to the team, and that's going to take a little bit of time to learn how we play together and learn what works for us. And yeah, it's sort of clicked at the moment. But in saying that, we've still got a lot to work on. I thought on the weekend defensively we were really poor. We let the Titans have too many opportunities, and you give teams too much opportunity like that in other games, and it's going to make it really hard. So.
You've been here for the good times and the not so good times. Does it feel like the last couple of weeks you might have turned a corner and the club's starting to head upwards?
Yeah, well, I hope so. I won't get too far ahead of ourselves. We know we're still sitting 12th on the ladder, but we'll continue to keep turning up each week, and we'll win as many games as we can for the rest of this year.
Yeah, how's Corey McDonald Jones?
Corey? Yeah, he's obviously pretty disappointed with the result. He'll miss obviously most of the rest of the season, so it's a tough one for him. He didn't go in with any intent or any malice. Unfortunately, it's just something that happens in the game, and but he'll be all right.
Do you think 5 games is fair, mate? I mean, from the way I saw it, he's kind of gets stuck there. It's an occupational hazard, like you say,
Like I said, mate, there was no intent in it, but again, I think we've seen examples of it in the past that have players have copped similar penalties for it. So I guess it's consistent.
So you weren't surprised at all?
Well, I was hopeful that he'd get off and they'd take that into account. The fact that he probably wasn't sort of seeing what he was doing. His hand was sort of around the other side of his face.